recording. Hey everybody, it's this week's episode of Lancer, and I'm back with the group, the Untitled Gaming Group, not official title, unofficial title. We are not actually a gaming group with any name. That's the joke.
Who wants to do the recap from last time?
I actually, in the thread, you can now just read the thread and be the recap, because I actually recap things in the thread.
No, I want someone to do it on the cuff. This is funny.
War bad, robot good, blow up tank go by.
We did more than blow up the tank, but that is the thing that really sticks out.
Okay,
I will say one thing.
This. Mm-hmm. Oh, go ahead.
She said the one thing. She's done. She just wanted to check her levels.
Okay, should probably turn me down just a smidge, but other than that, we're perfect.
You know, okay, fine.
So last week we got a job to land on a planet, but then they never really considered how we would get out of their little landing zone, which took a while. And then there was a mass panic because apparently they never warned anyone that we were coming. And then they ran away, even though we told them multiple times that we were not there for them because they're very dumb. And then we stomped a bunch of dudes.
They were running because of the various quakes.
Also, the critical failures of social roles to try and get them not to run away. That involved
baby.
Those didn't happen. Those weren't canon.
Those were completely canon.
No, that was when the building was collapsing.
Default just blasted Boy with Love really, really loud instead of announcing.
It's true. Blacklight did me wrong. The K-pop stand's gonna be so angry. Anyway, keep recapping. Yeah. Default. So I noticed something, Jeff. I have to talk to you about this. Hello. You made a, and thank you for this. You made a nice little. I'll show the stream, like a nice. Oh, not that. No, that spoils stuff. You made a nice little thing about all of our pilots over here. You made like a grid and shit. And you put the
because
numbers.
I need to remember who everyone is.
Yeah, you put X's for kills. And I noticed something. Default doesn't have any kills. But she killed several people.
but you didn't get it's the finishing blow on the
Okay, see, so now I know that there's a loophole around getting kills, and as long as I don't deal the finishing blow,
kill doesn't mean
I never do
kill.
a war crime.
It means enemy unit destroyed.
I'm just saying, I recognized a loophole here. As long as I don't deal the finishing blow, I'm not a criminal, and I've never killed.
Hold on, let's just edit this here.
Give it different marks to just indicate, like, fucking, I don't know, 5-10 people were murdered.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
really?
I'm getting really rowdy.
There we go.
Okay. I just want to point out that Default would not have marked that on her own sheet there, because she does not believe she killed anyone. She believes those were all either tiny robots or crisis actors.
This is the stand-in for when you put like a skull on your plane when you shoot out of the plane.
Yeah.
This is the
She said they didn't count.
Well, now that I know that we're keeping score, I have to get the most.
Yeah, it is only it's whoever actually takes it out. Like last hit matters. No assists.
I like that. I like Scarlett's gumption here. Oh, there's a score. Well, once you shoot down 5, you become an ace. So this is the only way to be asexual in the Lancer universe. So we gotta go.
Yeah, we're keeping score and Scarlett's winning.
Why would you say this? I'm dying.
I'm joking. You can be ace without shooting down 5 people, but you're a real ace once you shoot down 5 people. Okay.
Alright, so what are we up to?
So we're the fight. I guess I'm running. Fuck. It's my turn to GM. Jenner, why does Mom let you run 2 sessions in a row? Shut up. Nobody's saying that but me. So we are. It's the post-fight. Default has put up her soundboard and she's playing the Final Fantasy X2 celebration Battle 1 music to celebrate the fact that you just blew up this tank. Everything is on fire, and Default poses in front of it and takes a selfie with it and tries to get the rest of you in the selfie as well, but you can decide whether or not you actually get in the selfie or what you do in the selfie, including Isadora. You're here too in the selfie.
Yeah.
This girl is just trying to get you in a selfie with her in the mech.
I have not paid any attention to what's going on at the fisticuffs. Isadora actually dismounts her mech and then goes over to the skull and asks, you okay?
The things that I will have to do to wash the dishonor from my mind will be terrible. Enjoyable, but terrible later.
You're fine. You had so much structure left. You weren't even close to blowing up. You kind of freaked out a little bit there. If I can say here, just as the leader, just observation.
You are right. I should have grabbed one of you first and then exploded.
Default snaps the selfie at that. We got a nice memory of Lyra saying she wants to kill us.
All right, so did we actually kill the dude in the tank, or is just do we drag him out and investigate?
He fell out of the tank. I think if you check his pulse, he's alive.
All right, I used my handheld printer to print a pair of handcuffs and put them on him.
Does he need first aid of any kind to make sure he stabilizes or anything?
Oh yeah, I'll do that too.
Yeah,
I have that skill.
If you don't want to worry about that, I do have patches.
Yeah, he's probably got to have something to prevent a concussion.
Yeah, I'm actually roll patch on this. Do we add our grit to these now?
Yeah, I think so. For things that you're supposed to add grit to, you can add grit. Oh god, that's another thing I forgot to do. I forgot to make the thing that I did.
I don't do good. I already got an 8.
The thing like I did with Blades in the Dark, where I made I put all the rules so we didn't have to keep looking through the book. I'll do that tonight.
It's all in ComCon though, so you don't need.
Yeah, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I did not roll very well, but it's passable. But I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, it's you patch up the obvious spots. He puts up no resistance. He just gurgles because he's out cold.
Mm-hmm. I might be bad at DMing. Whoops.
It's fine. I have a walkie-talkie on like it might have a trucker radio where you get the cord and you pull it down out of the mech. I radio back to our people who've hired us. Say, hey, we've completed the mission. The drill tank has been subdued.
Oh, jeez, an entire drill tank?
Well, not anymore, isn't?
Default will join the group now that she's done taking selfies and posting them up on whatever is Instagram in 20 whatever year this is, 6,000 or something.
I'm sure Facebook still exists, so it's still Instagram.
No, MySpace came back. In canon, MySpace came back. MySpace had a revival, so she's back on MySpace.
And they bought out Facebook?
Yeah.
And deleted it?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's friends with Tom, and this time you can't unfriend him.
You cannot escape Tom. He is the true final boss. Completely unbeatable. Sorry to spoil the campaign.
Yeah, Tom is the final boss of this campaign.
Tragic end. We are all killed by Tom.
That's Spacebook. It's called Spacebook now. It's true.
Well, I think we are done here. I look up how do we get out of Atmo?
Well, they have...
I can't fly.
They can basically slingshot you back up at the town. So just come on into the town. We got a hangar. If you need any repairs, we'll give you some repairs. Wine and dine, spend some of that money we just gave you and invest it back into our economy.
Oh, if it's a ship you need, I actually need a ride myself. I kind of rode this thing down without my ships, so they'll be coming to pick me up anyway.
Oh, yeah,
we'll get you. We'll rendezvous at our space station then.
You know what, Jeff? I just realized something that we completely forgot about last session. I need to ask you a question. Last session,
Yes,
you picked up one of the people from the building and put it in your mech.
Oh, I let them out before
you never took them out. You never said
that. No, I did. I'm pretty sure I thought it, but I did not say it. But yeah, they were moved from the mech before he came out here because we had some time.
Okay. I just want to know, are they in fact still there? And have they been
I don't
there
have some rando in my mech right now.
Okay.
Let's walk back to town and be lauded as heroes. And I get my mech. And mount up.
Isadora is just looking at the group and sizing them up, and she just finally notices Default, and just the most bewildered look comes onto her face.
Default is 5'2", and she is noodly and pallid, and she's sipping a Mountain Dew, standing outside of her mech. She's 16 fucking years old. What is she doing here? Where are her parents?
Why is there a child here?
Don't worry about it, says Jeff, quoting his iconic phrase, his catchphrase.
Yeah, actually, just don't worry about it. It's a whole thing. I am technically her guardian in this context, but not really.
If that's true, can you stop giving her to me to babysit?
I like to imagine this conversation is happening while Brent
Yeah,
is just shoving the dude into his mech.
Yep, exactly. I have that spare seat.
Okay, so we'll head back into town. I don't have a town map because I'm lazy, and nobody else made one either. But yeah, it's
the same map as last time.
Yes, there's a town. That's right. It's the one that got blown up. I guess we'll move over to that. I got it.
Got partially blown up.
Yeah, they're still making repairs. We're here now. There's things on the GM layer. We're gonna ignore them. They're not here. There's X's on the screen and squiggles on the screen. That's fine too. Those aren't really there. So yeah, you head back to town. It's they're making repairs. They're happy that the earthquakes have stopped. You get discount, if you want to chill here. They let you know where the, I guess, spaceport, heliport thing is, where they'll slingshot you back up to the Flavor Town. That is what we're calling it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So
the person who will slingshot you up to the Flavor Town is like this wild-haired person of indeterminate gender who says, I haven't missed a target in over 20 years. I'm not going to do it now. Fling you up there with 100%, well, 99.99% accuracy every time.
Jenner, is this one of the dudes from Secret of Mana that shoots you out of the cannon?
Yes, it is.
Well, I guess the context is, what are we doing for downtime?
So it's downtime time.
Real quick, I should mention that given the nature of the mission, we were actually not paid as a group, but as individuals. So when Isadora happens to be amongst the group while you walk in, she's also given money, even though she was not part of the group before. But she was there.
Nope, the way we work is I get paid first, and I divvy it out because I don't trust y'all to not just blow through all your money.
Yeah, Isadora wasn't part of the Hex Girls, so she gets her own pay. But now she's part, I guess. Well, you got a recruiter, but she's technically part of the Hex Girls now.
I get the money because I'm the one that talked to the, I guess, governor.
Yeah.
And I give you all a portion of your pay and
Nice.
say I'll give the rest when we get back to the station.
Nice.
Because I don't trust y'all to not blow it immediately.
Especially you, Lyra.
McDonald's, the group shout.
Sylvia just kind of stares at Bryn and goes what do you think I'm going to use it on that isn't my Everest?
Well, then you don't need to get there anyways, because that's all the stuff's up there.
Fair enough.
I mean, if you don't want yours, I will gladly take it.
Nice.
Come near me and I'll cut you.
Wow.
I like that. Speaks my language.
I know.
I have a question. How long have all of us known each other? All of us, not Isadora, known each other. How long?
I figured the first thing we did was get this space station. It's been maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
And the last week and a half has been just nothing going on.
Yeah, so this dynamic,
as I desperately look for work.
This dynamic works then. Yep, we're good.
So.
All right, how do we do downtime? What are rules?
All right, do you got this, or do you want me to? You got this. Okay, cool.
I got this. So, basically, how we're doing it, in this session at least, we'll have our downtime activities, and then we'll basically have like level up stories, so we can describe that. If we have any other scenes not connected to downtime, we can just do those whenever. In the book, there are specific downtime actions that you can take. Basically, you roll for a certain thing, and you just get effects based on how that shakes out.
They're also listed in CompCon in the combat section after you end the combat completely. It goes in downtime.
So the downtime actions, to put it very briefly, are power to cost. So you're trying to get something, buy some time, so you're trying to prevent something from happening. Gather information, kind of self-explanatory. Get a damn drink, which I imagine is going to be what most of the team is going to be doing for this downtime. Get creative is basically just, you make something, so you have a project and you work on it. Get focused is training. Get organized.
Is get focused permanent? Because that's pretty fucking broken.
I mean, yeah, but you're not doing something else.
Yeah, but go on. I guess, but damn. Okay, sorry, go on. But wow, okay, continue.
Yeah, so, get organized is, pretty much just doing some kind of, like, big project like a business or something like that. So you're just running something. Get connection is, making connections. Scrounge and barter is sort of like power to cost, but slightly more pathetic. You are just looking around for scraps and picking up what you can, where you can. And that's it for downtime. Again, in the future, since we're, we have 3 GMs, and some of us are going to be missing for some missions, we'll get an extra downtime if our character is missing, and also we're leveling up after every other mission, so when we don't level, we'll have more downtime.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Alright, so who would like to go first?
I feel like, given the nature of this, we should all just raise our hands if we're going to go with the get a damn drink option and play that out.
Woo! You know what? Yeah, I'm in on that.
Hell yeah.
Default can't drink. I don't want to actually roll it, but I want to show up and not be given alcohol and be like sulk, but not actually roll for it.
That's fine. You can be a part of this scene. Alright, so, I should mention, get a damn drink isn't, like, just a blow-off-this-turn roll. You can get, like, valuable intel and stuff like that.
Yeah, Default is not invited, but she invites herself when she hears that you're gonna do it. She just assumes that she's allowed to come along. And why would you not invite her? She's esports legend Default. So how does this go, you guys? You folks?
Good enough for me.
The bar has been, like, partially destroyed, so it's very open air at the moment.
Mechanically, I'll do this, but I'm actually going to be doing the get organized thing for our mercenary group. But I will be there.
Alright, so, as the game puts it, when we roll, we have to state our intention, so what do we want to get out of this outside of drunk? On a 9 or less, decide whether you had a good time or not. Either way, you wake up in the gutter somewhere with only 1 remaining. Your dignity, all of your possessions, and your memory. On a 10 to 19, gain 1 as reserves and lose 1. You get a good reputation, a friend or connection, a useful item or piece of information, or a convenient opportunity. On 20 plus, gain 2 from the 10 to 19 list as reserves and don't lose anything.
Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Okay.
Also, real quick, I gotta check. Can downtime actions, like there's skill checks. Can we add our trigger?
Okay, yeah.
Triggers can still be used to get bonuses.
Yeah, when you hit the button on comp, kind of asked you add a relevant skill trigger bonus modifiers.
Yeah, not only that, but you can get bonuses based on your background. So if it makes sense in your background that
plus
you
one
would be
for
good at
grit.
this, yeah, then you do that.
We did level up.
All right, so I think how I'm gonna do this is D20 plus 1 plus 2 for stay cool. I think Isidora's just gonna take this as a very calm drinking night. Let's see, so I'll just roll the D20. So, 18 just on the get-go, so, I crit drinking. All right, everybody else roll, and I'm going to look up drink names in the log rim because the manual has a delightful little table.
Yeah, go into the CompCon. There's a whole thing for it. It just does it for you.
I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, well.
So just go into combat and hit end the end combat. It'll give you the
nice.
Complete the mission. It'll give you the downtime activities. And it does all that stuff for you. It's super cool.
Real quick, how do you start combat? Because I can bring up this screen.
The icon looks like a it doesn't show it in the page. It looks like a power button.
Yeah,
a diamond.
I clicked that, and now I'm on the page with
so hit the arrows on the right side to expand it.
Okay.
And if end combat to end the mission.
All right, so yeah, I did get an 18 on that and roll 20, so I won't roll again here.
Oh, it's asked you what you put in. So yeah, put it in. What does it tell you?
Oh, and also I'm dumb because I didn't get my intention. State my intention rather. So I'm going to say probably just like I'm gonna say a good reputation. I'm gonna be known well around here.
Nice.
So, let me think. I have a question. Can one action benefit potentially from multiple relevant skill triggers?
It says any, so I imagine so.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just like play the devil's advocate and try and get an edge here because I can. Can I go ahead and roll for get a damn drink with both stay cool and survive? On basis of Sylvia has definitely had harder stuff in her system than whatever's in whatever she's drinking.
I don't see a problem with stacking in that way. I'm okay with that. Are you okay with that, Fefner? You're kind of the alpha GM. You're the main GM of this campaign.
I'm good with only using one if that's.
I would say that's fine. Yeah.
We'll feel it out. If it feels too overpowered, we'll say, okay, we have to stop. But this is fine. Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, Sylvia is going into the bar with the intent of basically being a guardian angel for this idiot fucking 16-year-old who she loathes, but knows for a fact she cannot trust alone with Lyra and this one person she's never met before, and knows for a fact, is going to do things. So she's basically going in there with the intent of, I'm going to get a drink, sit by the bar, kind of like blend in and keep an ear to the ground to see what everyone else is saying, but mostly there to keep an eye on this idiot gremlin to make sure she doesn't A, get drunk, or B, get hurt.
You're only 16, she can't legally drink. Even in space.
I mean,
smile as the bouncer stops initially, but then she just sneaks through the huge open wall.
Yeah.
Go in anyway.
Yeah. So let's see. Roll 1d20 plus. Gonna be +4, and we add our grit to this, don't we?
Yes.
So just +5.
Yeah, +1 for that.
Yeah. So let's see what I could get from that, and. Well, it's a good thing I added all that on there.
Dang.
That barely got me over.
So jam that into CompCon. What does it tell you?
Let's see what that gets me. So, I gain one of the following choices as reserves, but lose one. So I gain either a good reputation, a friend, a useful item, or a convenient opportunity, but I lose something else.
7.
I'm gonna choose to gain a convenient opportunity, but lose a good reputation.
Amazing.
Let's see. So how do I specifically go about playing that out? Do we just
what
come
happens? Why? Why does that
Okay,
happen?
so I get to come up with that. That's not a thing the GM just tells me.
No, this is all you.
We might play off of what you say and make it worse, but you get to make the first volley.
Oh, that's fun. All right.
To your character. We may suggest worse.
I'm not used to this. This is incredible. So I think what happens here. I think what's going to happen here is in the middle of watching this damn gremlin and Lyra and Isadora kind of like, out of the corner of one eye, Sylvia spots Default about to do something that will probably get her either in trouble or, just like super, just bad shit all around.
That I got this. Now, you know that game where you have to bounce a ping pong ball into a shot cup, and if you make it, you have to take the shot.
Yeah, beer pong.
Somebody has invited Default to play beer pong, and she's playing beer pong. And if she doesn't, she has to drink, and she will get drunk, and she's 16, and that's the trouble that she's getting into right now.
So Sylvia just zooms on over there. Zoom being kind of a euphemistic word. She's kind of moving a little heavy because she uses her hard suit as a mobility aid even when she's outside the cockpit. Mm-hmm. But she just kind of strolls on over, unsheathes the little tactical knife she has, sticks it in the table, does a little glare, and tries very hard to ignore the fact the bouncer is now keeping a super close eye on her, and tries to play it cool and basically get herself in on this beer pong game instead of the 16-year-old.
Default is good at games, and this is a game, and she is a gamer. She's a pro gamer. Don't insult her gaming skill that she is gaming.
Sylvia just gives her this look of do you want to die?
Jenna, I have a question.
Yo.
Is Default predominantly first a pro gamer or a girl gamer?
I have to choose?
You have to choose.
She's more of a pro gamer than a girl gamer, but she is also a girl gamer.
Okay.
Swearing me.
She's cross-class. She's got 3 levels in pro gamer and 1 level in girl gamer.
Girl gamers are prestige class.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, you can. Default will just invite you to play. You can play, but she's not playing. She's still in. It's just this. This could be a 2-player game. We could co-op it.
It starts off very. It starts off very well and ends with Sylvia deliberately kind of messing up Default's chances of actually getting the ping pong ball in the cup. The problem is I'm not sure what convenient opportunity this gave me beyond... This was a convenient opportunity to not have Default get screwed over in a game of beer pong.
Well, I have a question. Because I don't know, because I'm lame as hell. What is the parameters in beer pong in which you have to drink? Is it you succeed or if you fail?
I think it's if you succeed.
So then I think you have to beat her, thus getting way too drunk.
Yeah. One is you beat Default at beer pong, which she's going to be really insulted about. Because she's a gamer. You're not a gamer. This is a game. How dare you? But 2, you get something out of this. And you said the thing you wanted was what again?
A convenient opportunity.
A convenient opportunity. Okay, so I have an idea for convenient opportunity. I'll check with the rest of the DMs and see if they have any ideas for what could be a convenient opportunity for you. But I think depending on, you do win beer pong and you do good at beer pong, but you're also absolutely drunk and have ruined your reputation. You're going to do something to ruin your reputation after this, okay? But the dude who set up the beer pong, this like weird guy in like one of those like folded caps, like with a big beard, like big bear of a guy, who is the one who invited Default over to play beer pong because he thought it'd be funny. He's impressed that you have drank so much beer pong beers, and he will give you an opportunity. An opportunity I was thinking of is he has seen like your oh god, how do I put this? Like, he wants to like put like I guess Heelys on your mech so it goes a little faster. It'll be like a customization, a personalization system option if you don't already have that. That'll just let you go a little faster. You get Heelys on your mech.
I technically have a personalization on my mech already.
Ah, fuck, yeah. Okay. Yeah. This will just be like flavor. I don't know, like, it should be something...
Well, you still have a mechanical thing you can use later.
Yeah.
Like, this is a resource you have for the future. So you have access to something.
Yeah, for
this
a little...
guy.
Yeah, some kind of... I want to run this by the GMs. I want to give her something, like, concrete, but, like, one use only. It's like maybe with these Heelys, she can move an extra space next time she uses them or something like that?
It's more like, instead of giving a mechanical thing for the mech, you have a resource you can call on in the future.
Oh yeah, so he says he's a mechanic and he'll soup up your mech at any time with any upgrade or whatever, right? Because you did good at beer pong. Thank you, Jeff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, there is one thing that she probably would want an opportunity for even more than that.
Okay, yeah.
If I can just something. In character, for flavor reasons, she will probably want an in with someone who deals in medication. Specifically stuff to manage chronic pain.
Alright.
What do you got for that, Fef?
This guy is probably... Like, this guy's got connections then. He's running beer pong. He probably knows someone, so... Fucking, I don't know what his name is.
If you're doing beer pong, you're obviously connected to the Yakuza. I mean, come on.
This fucking guy is not the Yakuza. It's even better. He's like some guy from a local university who's selling out the back door.
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
They're running like clinical trials. It's just like, I'll get you the good shit.
Oh, you get some of those research chemicals.
Get you that good experimental aspirin. Only a 13% increased risk of heart attack.
So I imagine that records it somewhere in CompCon if you do that through the thing. I don't know how it works, but...
Yeah, I haven't recorded mine yet because I don't know who my friend or connection is.
Give me that good space vibe, Ants.
Oh, and also, allow me to cut in for a moment because all of those rolls I did while that conversation was happening was for the drink table and the long rim PDF, which has just a drink name table. So, going in order of people who rolled, Isadora got a drink called the Brain Highball. Lyra got a drink called the Corpse Destroyer.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Sylvia got a drink called the Virgin Highball. So nice. 2 highballs.
They don't even have Mountain Dew here, and Default is offensed that they don't even have Mountain Dew here. She's sulking.
No, you got like it's like the off-brand Mountain Dew.
Yeah, her feelings are already hurt because Sylvia beat her at a game, and they also don't have Baja Blast, so now she's sulking. They don't even have Baja Blast.
You've got an Astini, but you don't even have Baja Blast?
Right?
What the fuck?
This place is... These rubes. These plebeians. She shouts.
Okay, I guess I can go next.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
I rolled. I'm going getting a damn drink. I rolled earlier. Got 13, and I guess I feel like show off should count here.
How drunk can Lyra get?
How many? But I got 13, so that's 2 plus the grit would be 16, and I'd like to gain a friend or connection, but lose a good reputation.
Ah. So what are you gonna do to get this friend?
Those fuckers up at the Flavor Town wrecked our bar.
The bartender hates me.
Of course.
Despises me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the bartender hates you. Everyone hates you.
Except
but the guy in the back who I get to talking to, who is just as drunk as me, we're tight. He also happens to be a local, like he runs a local salvage operation that works kind of like in the system, picking up after like basically anything, like trading in the cast-offs of industry and conflict. And he gives me when I wake up, I find that he has given me a business card scrawled with if you ever need anything, you can you like with his contact information, just like come find me.
Nice. All right, and what are you gonna do, Fefner? What is Isadora? She's drinking. What are you trying to get from this? What did you roll?
All right, so earlier I rolled that 18 plus. I got grit, and then I got another +2. So, that's a 21 overall.
Dang.
So from that, I'm getting a good reputation and a friend or connection. So, in general, Isadora is just calmly drinking at the bar, and despite the fact that everybody's real annoyed with all the people, up on the satellite, who just came down and fucking used the town as a war zone. She ended up, getting I would not know the technical term for thing that makes tectonic plates work good. Earthquake prevention. Control center thingamajig. She got that working. So, Isadora's not, super showy at a bar, but she's just, taking her drink slow, having a good time, watching fucking Default do shit. Just kind of wondering what's going on there, kind of getting amused by Sylvia's antics.
Sylvia is at this point just, showing... She's gotten a little bit too into the beer pong thing, and it's no longer a means to an end, and now she's pissing everyone off because she keeps winning. And it's getting really annoying because she keeps insulting the people she beats in, worse and worse deadpan, and it's only a matter of time until she accidentally starts a fight.
Yeah, Isadora's just, doing the lean back in the chair, drinking down a beer and just giggling at the whole thing.
I've become the unwilling champion of this stupid party game.
Cool.
The beer pong throne is heavy. The beer pong crown's weight.
You played yourself.
Yes.
The person who came here to drink the least ended up here.
All right, so you got that reputation for helping the plate stabilizer. That's what we're gonna call it. What friend did you make?
Yeah, I'm well known around Tealwing City, so I'm in good graces with the planet we operate above, so that could definitely come in handy. Don't quite know what my friend or connection is.
What do you want? What are your goals?
My goal is pretty much just to, get a feel for the city, because I'm new here. I didn't really get a chance to do so beforehand, so... God, does the fucking governor just come in at one point and I end up making friends with her?
Well, with a 21, you could actually tag somebody of pretty significance, pretty decent significance in this community, yes. So you could technically talk to the governor or mayor or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if it's she, right? We identified that the governor is a she. Contacted you herself to just thank you for helping, especially with the plate stabilizer. That thing can be finicky. No.
I think she comes in because it's been a stressful day. Just she has a cloak, as most important people do when they need a disguise. Just Get a hood. You're good. Nobody will recognize you.
Yeah. She also lets Bryn know that she forwarded the news of your successful mission just to the SpaceNet, so everybody now knows that the Hex Girls came in and fucked up a tank and stopped earthquakes here on Vineyard, and hopefully that'll help you out. Maybe you'll get some more missions or something because of this. Maybe you'll make a bit of a name for yourself.
I guess I should make that website then, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
He just like groans because that's work.
No, you don't have to make the website. She just threw it out on the net. I was saying, Isadora could either make friends with this mayor, or she could make friends with like a journalist who will keep like reporting on. Like you could have a hot journalist friend, like an April O'Neil, who'll keep reporting on the shit you do and like do propaganda for you.
I think I'm gonna go with the governor.
Okay.
Just to very, two linked results of Isadora just came in, and now she's got a whole lot of ties to this particular town, which is good because I need some reason to stay here, huh?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So yeah, Governor Maxine. I'm having trouble coming up with the last name.
Grab one of them NPC name generators off the internet, friend. Just let the dice decide.
I normally.
But anyway, yeah.
I can normally pull a last name out of my butt, but Werner. She's Maxine Werner. I just did it. I pulled it out of my butt. I'll put her in the NPC list. I'll write it down right now. I'm the one streaming, so I don't like to write shit down while I'm streaming. I'll just make.
You can only stream a window and not your whole desktop.
Well, I'm streaming.
That's
the
the thing
20,
you can do.
And so if I open up the NPC list on the Roll20, people will see me typing in the Roll20, and I don't mind doing it for certain things, but for other things I get weird about it. My brain weird. Anyway, sorry, I'm hogging up the session. So yeah, Maxine Werner will be your friend, and she will help you grease the wheels for things that you need. She counts as a resource. So basically, when you're making rolls further, you can basically call on her to basically, do things like introduce you to the right person to speed it around, so you don't have to spend as much time finding the right person to even talk to, and things like that.
All right, yeah. So she comes in at one point, has a little talk with Bryn, and then she goes to Isadora's table, and then they pretty much spend most of the rest of their night just talking. So we're buddies now.
Yeah. Maxine, I think I get to make up canon for NPCs because that's what I'm good at. She was a Lancer for a little bit. She was a Lancer not too different from yours. Did a lot of infiltrator type stuff. So you have a bit of a familiar background. So you can talk about doing shooty, disappeary ninja shit a little bit. But she's more like, I don't know, I just mostly did scouting. I didn't do killing things. wasn't for me.
Well, technically speaking, I haven't really done killing things either.
Well, I hope you never do. I hear it changes you. Default, who has killed people, is still trying to master beer pong and has not been changed at all.
Speaking of that, did we finish Alice's turn?
I don't know
remember.
if we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, they gave the short version and we moved on.
Well,
all right, then I guess it's default's turn, isn't it?
Well, I guess we have.
God.
I want to know how does I guess Alice or Lyra ruins her reputation, and Sylvia ruins their reputation, and you'll need to tell me how you do that once I start with default's thing. Okay, so fuck real life games. Real life games. This is rigged. And default flips the fucking table. This is fucking rigged.
Oh, I know how we're doing this. I know how Sylvia's ruining her reputation.
I'm gonna...
Can I...
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, you go first.
Me first? Okay, but don't lose that thought. I'm going to try and get connected. Fuck this. I open up Space Twitter, whatever it's called now, and just shoot out a message trying to find the esports... The esports, scene here in Vineyard, which I'm sure exists. You're just like adding everybody who plays esports even remotely, like asking them, yo, where the esports scene at Vineyard is. B, it me default. Because she's upset, one, that nobody even knows who she is here. That's illegal. And two, fuck real life games that are rigged. She's going to go play video games that are also rigged, but that she's good at. So I'm going to try and meet, I guess, the Vineyard version of Sonic Fox with a Get Connected drill.
Alright, let's see this roll.
I am using my celebrity, so that'll give me a +1, and I'm going to look at my backgrounds really quick and see if I can use anything else for this. Hold on, let me
I'll give you a +2.
And give me a +2, thank you.
Not the advantage. This is just...
I will be using Charm. Yeah, I'm just going to use Charm, so that'll give me another +2, so that's a +4. Okay, so I'm a
and +5 because of grit.
Yeah, so +5. All right, so here we go. Please don't suck. Come on, Vineyard Sonic Fox. Hell yeah!
Okay, so the Get Connected 20+. On 20+, your contact will help you. No strings attached. Treat this result as a 10 to 19 next time you get it for the same organization, which is basically the contact will help, but you have to do a favor or make good on a progress, or promise rather. And then actually, after you do that, you level it down so that you have to do a favor on the spot, basically.
Right.
So you get like a free help out from this person when you need it.
That's awesome. I don't know what I'm going to use Vineyard Sonic Fox for beyond being selfish and dumb. I'm not thinking long term here with this character. Never do. But yeah, basically, whoever the Vineyard version of Sonic Fox is adds her back. And it's like, yo, Default, you're in town? Let's hang out. And Default's like throws up double middle fingers and just walks backwards out of the hole in the side of the room and says, peace!
So, on her way out, Sylvia, who is now very drunk from that game of beer pong, is fed the fuck up, walks over, grabs her by the shoulders, and goes, listen here, you little shit. I came here to have a good time, and you tried to get yourself killed? And also, how many games did I play? And she is having none of this. You killed 10 people this morning.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Wow. Default.
And she kind of like catches that as she's saying this, she's yelling obscenities at a 16-year-old kid in a bar with a bouncer. And as she kind of realizes that, she like slowly lets Default go.
Does she?
Raises her hands up and goes like,
the whole time she's screaming at Default.
We out?
Default has the knife cat face the entire time. Are you sure you let her go?
she just kind of like walks out of the bar and they're like, I am calling a cab.
Back to the space station?
So yeah,
she's drunk. I don't know what she's thinking. The Everest is the cab.
You gotta get yourself a designated driver. You have to let someone else drive your Everest to get you to the slingshot.
It's okay, I can just jack in. That won't be a problem.
It did occur to me at one point that, you know, I don't think Sonic Fox would hang out with Default.
Why?
Yeah, Default's kind of a gremlin who murdered 10 people. However, I'm pretty sure Arrow the Acrobat, that famous streamer, would absolutely...
I don't fucking know who that is, but I don't know any streamers beyond Sonic Fox.
That one fucking guy who did, like, who, like, had this, like, long diatribe about, like, if you are really, really mad when you lose, then are you really improving?
Oh, that fucker. Yeah, we'll hang out with that toxic piece of shit. I mean, here's the
That
thing.
is exactly the kind of guy
Default hangs out with Ninja.
Too.
No, the Ninja doesn't hang out with girls.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. He's afraid that they'll give him cooties.
Spyro the Acrobat would be a good antithesis to anyone with the name Sonic.
So yeah, Default will go hang out with that jackass. I don't know, Sylvia. I guess Sylvia, this is how you ruin your reputation. You get in your mech and you quote unquote drive yourself home while drunk, and you're gonna bump into things and knock things over. And I don't know, you accidentally destroy the drive-through of the combination Pizza Hut Taco Bell because that's here on Vineyard.
Oh, I just like destroy the landing strip on the way up.
Yeah, maybe you
No.
Whatever the hole I made earlier is, and I just go like, fuck it.
Why can't you just be normal and like get into a fight or something?
Nope.
Jesus.
I mean, like, I thought the ruining the reputation was threatening a 16-year-old in the bar, but this works too.
That too. You also threatened a 16-year-old at the bar. So you're at the landing strip now. I don't know. We'll come back to you. Default goes to hang out with this acrobat guy at the esports league. So she's gonna head down to like the more apparently alone, more seedier, quote unquote seedier side of town, like into the underground gaming area where like
you want to try tests?
Yeah, where the oons is constantly playing. The lights are dark and everybody's like waving around freaking glow sticks that they have. She's gonna like walk down to there. She's home. This is her people. There's like,
hey kid, you want me to help you set some macros on your pro gaming controller?
Mm-hmm. There's some DDR machines and there are people dancing to DDR. There's like a bunch of couches with like big TVs and like they're playing Smash because Smash is a fighting game. Don't at me. And they're playing like, I don't know, Tekken. Everybody's the bear because the bear is OP. Yeah, one person, there's some people are playing Tetris because Tetris is still a thing and they're like competitively playing Tetris. There's also regular real life board games. People are playing Connect 4 incredibly competitively. But if Default ignores them, those nerds, and heads over to, I guess, the Tekken game. Not that she, cares, because she doesn't want to Smash. Smash is weird. And starts playing Tekken, and she does not pick the bear. She picks another character. I don't know enough about Tekken to know what character Default would main, but she picks a cool character who's not the bear.
That's
King.
Maybe King.
He has a jaguar head. He's objectively the best.
Oh my god, that rolls. Sure, she picks King. And this is gonna. I guess and it's just me and this acrobat guy, like talking shit about each other, and beating each other up in Tekken. And Default wins because this is something that she's good at, and just schools this guy who has a pretty good reputation in this town of being the best esports player in town. But no, he just got beat by Default. So yeah, he will help her out in some other nebulous way after this, but she's just basically going to spend most of the day hanging out with this 23-year-old guy. She's 16 years old.
I have failed in my one task.
I am being literally paid to do this, and I am failing actively.
I succeeded in the one thing I set out to do, which is get drunk and get rowdy.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well as well.
Yeah, you made friends with the mayor. You did good. All right, Bryn, you got to do your role now, I think, or have you already done yours?
Yeah. So for me, there is no role because I am doing the get organized role. So I have just mechanically have established the Hex Girls as a organization, and I picked because we're not efficient, so I picked influence for this. And it just happens. There's no role here.
I guess, are we a military entertainment? What kind of focus have you put in this? Academic? Humanitarian? Question mark?
It's military.
Okay.
We can't bandy here. The purpose and goal is gotta get paid for Met combat. But we have more things happen later. Honestly, it's like setting up like a LinkedIn page and like our Facebook group and a website. It's all the boring networking stuff. It's really just capitalizing on the re-simplicity we've gotten for this one mission and just organizing it to make sure it persists a little bit and does not fade away into nothing. So we get more work in the future and do not starve to death. And we can fix our space station to not, vent us into space later.
You put a contact page on there, right? So people can shoot you a contact and reach out to you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
There's a guest book. They can sign it. And
please sign my guest book. You put the under construction GIF on there for authenticity.
See, in the future, it's wrapped around. We're back to Web 1.0 again.
We're not part of the OmniNet. We're too far out. So
you try to join other people's web rings, and they're just like, no.
We can't connect with all of Cradle's networks. So
we're part of the Mech Pilot web ring.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Love it.
So yeah, get organized. You roll after the first time you use it. So
cool.
Next time we'll be seeing some rolls for that.
Cool. All right. So that's the bottom of that. That's I guess all the rolls. So I guess it's just roleplay for a little bit now. So
right.
Go ahead.
I think around this time then.
Oh wait. Excuse me. I believe that Isadora gets a second downtime action, doesn't she?
Oh yeah, she missed the Flavortown mission. Technically, you get a second downtime.
No, I was actually in it, technically speaking, because I did do a few rolls, so I was a part of that.
Okay, I guess.
All right.
So yeah, it's about now that the Edelith lands in the airstrip or whatever.
I think we should all meet at the space station because, is it a land? Is it a spaceship or a going to a planet ship? Does it have capability for
it can
landing?
Go to planets,
Okay. I wanted to have it come to our crappy space station.
Oh, it will. Otherwise, it's just orbiting, and we have to take you home. One of you's super drunk and has done things she regrets, so need to make sure she gets home safe.
Sophia's actually, so she's kind of getting hungover already. Her storming out of the bar and slashing into the airstrip ended in her going oh yeah, I don't actually have the ability to leave the land side, do I? And then followed by her going I'm gonna turn on my flex suit and try and siphon the toxins out of my system. and just not cry in front of everyone.
Well, you can cry inside the mech.
That's what in character, that is actually, if anyone looks really, really closely, they might be able to tell that is probably what happened during the interlude while she was waiting for everyone to get back to the airstrip.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she feels incredibly shitty, specifically about yelling at Default that way, mostly because she's this is a stupid fucking kid, but also she's a kid.
That's the struggle.
So yeah, the ship comes down and out walks a very annoyed old man. It's Isadora, you're the pilot. Why did I have to fly this thing down to the planet? And Isadora just shrugs. Gareth forgot his robot. The old man just turns to the man who's joined Isadora and just says, "You forgot your robot." I didn't know there would be a pirate attack. So very sorry. I can't see the future. Anyway, so yeah, I'm the pilot of this ship. Since you all did most of the heavy lifting in that last mission, I got no problem taking you back to, said you had a space station up there?
We call it the Flavor Town.
Well, the original owners called it the Flavor Town, and we're just gonna keep the name out of respect.
It's not in the paperwork. We appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. I've sobered up enough, so here we go.
Alright, we'll clamber in to the mech. Default, throws a few peace signs. Yep, and tells Mr. Acrobat she'll see him later. He heads into the ship and finds a spot to sit down and play on her DS.
I think Sylvia's actually going to approach her.
Mm-hmm.
From about 6 feet away and just go hey, so the things I said.
Yeah,
I'm
Default
really
looks up
sorry.
distractedly.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, you are. She looks back down. Such a brat. Don't worry about it. You know, we all think we know what's going on, but it's fine. We're supposed to work together. It's just a game, Sylvia. Don't take it so serial.
Kid, when you've got about 15 inches of chrome sticking out of your back like I do, you can tell me when it's cereal.
Oh, is it 15 inches? She like ah, I was wrong.
Last time I checked.
Ah,
God damn it.
that's a lot of inches.
It's a pretty substantial jack, yeah.
Wow.
Jenner, your baby.
She's
Stop
baby.
it.
I'm not being horny. She's being curious. Don't think this just because it's me. She doesn't know what sex. Default doesn't know what sex is. Stop.
To be fair, neither does Sylvia. She didn't have time.
Yeah.
So Sylvia just kind of goes like, look, I'm okay with whatever you need to do out there, but don't go after infantry that way again, okay? She searches for a way to say this that will appeal to default, and she hits on, after a couple of minutes of thinking, or it feels like a couple of minutes, just like a long pause. It's suboptimal. You're going to end up losing face really quickly. It'll be bad for the brand if you're known as the person who's constantly grieving.
I don't want to be known as a griefer. I'm not a camper either. I'm a real esports player. Sylvia, those are just like androids. They're not people. It's just a game. So don't get so worked up over it.
Kid, I hope you never figure out what you've been doing. And Sylvie just gives up and walks off.
GG.
Hell. GG.
No
what
re.
does GG mean? And also,
it means
I
get
told
good.
you there was more than you thought there was. You had to pay off.
Sylvia knows gamer slang. That's a gamer word, Sylvia. What did you say, Lyra? I'm sorry.
I said, 1, I do not know what that means. You say very many strange things. 2, I told you there was more back there than you thought there was. You pay up. I don't know how you're going to buy vodka, but I believe in you.
What more? What? What did we bet? What?
She just looks very deeply offended that you I told you that she was. It's. She points to her head like, the metal all up in there. I told you, and you said yeah, whatever. Which I, of course, took you to be you to be agreeing to the fact that I was betting you,
right?
Because you wouldn't go back on your word.
No,
that would be dishonorable. That would have to murder you.
I would never go back on my word on this kind of thing. We were hypothesizing how long the spike in your neck was, and I was like, that can't be longer than 4 inches, and she's like, no, it's got to be like 17, and I guess 17 is closer to 15 than 4. So yeah, all right, I do owe you. I was wrong.
We will work out reasonably.
Closest without going over rules.
Let me see what I can get for you. You know there's this crate in the research area where they were putting like the plants, just like they're making ethanol. I don't know what ethanol is, but they said don't drink it. I bet you could drink it.
Well, first show me this, and maybe while we are going there, you could be explaining to me what is meant by this thing that you keep saying sometimes about puggers.
All right, everyone. Before we do anything else, we gotta do the debriefing. And I say as I stand up with a clipboard that I got from somewhere. So go to the meeting room. You can get that ethanol later. it will still be there.
Lyra.
Sylvia just raises her hand. Just random question. Did that one pirate guy survive?
Yes.
Who?
God damn it.
Oh, nice.
Fuck that dude.
Yeah. So Default says, "I'll show you where the ethanol is in the growery later. I guess we got to go do this. But just so you know, Lyra, with enough gumption, anything can be poggers." She heads into the room. I can't speak for the other GMs who are running factions, but you already have a message waiting for you when you get to the room. The talk about things room, the consultation room.
Oh no! First, we're doing a debriefing.
Yeah.
Yes, debriefing begin. Debriefing begin.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So, as is standard in the how it was at least when I was in the military. I'm not anymore. But we're gonna go around the table, and everyone will have to say how someone else failed on this mission, and the other person has to accept that and not argue about it. No ganging up. You cannot say anything about someone that's already gone.
Self-crit!
No, someone else.
I want to go first, says Default, raising her hand.
By all means.
Default bowls up a piece of paper and throws it right at you. It says, "Bryn, that smoke grenade was fucking bullshit!"
Okay, I understand. And to address this, I have removed the smoke grenades from my loadout for the next mission.
But we might need it next mission.
I understand that I failed in this case.
Restraint.
I understand that in this case that I made a tactical error. I accept it, and I will do better in the future.
Okay.
Failure make you better.
Yes. Who's next?
No,
you can't do me because I've already been addressed, so it has to be someone else.
Well, don't you need to address someone else?
Oh, yes. Default, you did kill some pirates.
They weren't.
They weren't robots.
What?
You did kill some extra people.
No. Those were androids.
You know the rule is you can't argue. You have to accept the failure.
Wait, okay. Question. Can I ask a question?
Were we not supposed to kill pirates?
I mean, outright murder is bad. Like, generally, we want to try to reduce casualties and.
No, okay. Is it murder when they're androids? This is semantics. This is an ethical question.
No arguing with the failures. You have to accept it and internalize
it. She stomps her feet angrily.
Bryn, who taught you to do debriefing?
My CO. Is this not how it's done? Like, this is how it's done in the military.
All I remember right now is sitting and listening to the people who were giving me physical therapy when I first entered the program and thinking, wow, you are somehow more depressing.
Lyra raises a hand, really excited. Oh, I want to go next in the criticizing of comrades.
Wait, we're not supposed to pick on Bryn. We're not supposed to dogpile. You gotta pick somebody else.
Oh, I'm not going to. You already did my thing, so I'm going to do another one.
Sylvia has to pick somebody else. She can't just pick on Bryn.
Dang it.
I have to go next, Jenner, because I just adjust you. Oh, you have to accept your failure. Say the words.
It was bad for the brand to kill a bunch of androids. She says, she makes air quotes in the air when she says kill.
You've crossed your fingers behind your back.
Good enough.
And then she
sulks. Very persistent, are ya?
What?
It's about moving on from our failures, accepting them, and moving forward in the future.
All right, I guess Isadora, who do you got a grievance with? You're completely new here. Let's hear what you got to say.
Isadora's just piloting, I don't know. So, 5% of that fight. I think you did fine. Can I self-criticize?
You're okay. You don't have to because you're not part of our organization.
What?
So it's really just me then, isn't it?
Well, you and Lyra. Lyra hasn't gone yet.
Well, you haven't gone either, Jenna.
No, I yelled at you. I said the smoke grenade sucked.
Yep, she did.
Yeah.
I guess my criticism is, Gareth, you could have done some fine-tuning on your neck. The Larkspur was not fast enough. And Gareth's just standing there. Yeah, thanks, Isadora. Good to know.
Hey, Isadora.
I'll help you with that.
Isadora, have you tried
I like fixing necks.
Have you tried painting the Larkspur red? Because it goes faster when it's red.
It worked. He's actually not lying.
We're not at suggestions yet. We're at criticism.
Okay.
All right. Lyra, you hit me, I'll hit you.
Okay. Sylvia, Fred, fellow warrior, there is a problem with your mech. It does not have any guns, which makes it difficult when things are far away, and you have to spend lots of time running, which is problematic on multiple levels.
All right. I accept your criticism, and I internalize it. Lyra, you can't fucking shoot for shit. You missed half of your shots. You expended a bunch of ammunition that you could have been used to do covering fire for me. And while I'm at it, at least I took out the tank.
I accept this, and also I will kill you later.
You know,
see that you do.
She knocked a helicopter prone, and that's not even mechanically supposed to be able to happen. So.
Speaking of that, now that we've done criticism, it's time for successes. Everyone needs to praise someone else did.
I went first last time.
And then we're done the debriefing. We move on with our lives.
Please don't steal my helicopter thing, though. But I don't want to go first this time.
No, we'll just use that one. That's fine. Yeah. That's yours.
That was pretty cool that you broke the physics of the universe and knocked a helicopter prone.
Thank you. I don't know how I did that. How did I do that?
Prone Chin is just special.
Lyra, you did blow up that convoy. It was pretty sick. Good job.
Thank you. It was very fun. I will be saying, Bryn, you are very good at yelling and what to shoot.
Oh, well, I mean, I did tell Scarlet to attack that helicopter, and it did work very well. So
it actually did.
I thank you for acknowledging my tactical genius. Or the strategy. I think it's tactics.
Oh no, I meant more that you were good at knowing which things to shoot and which ones not to shoot. I didn't want to overstep that. But continue.
Lara, you Default, you did contribute to routing those pirates. I'm gonna stop there.
It says here I fisted a squid. I don't know what that means, but I guess I did that.
You knocked out a drone.
Amazing.
Don't you remember that? Your fist made a whistle noise.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's really annoying.
I didn't really... Yeah, it's really... What? No, it's cool.
Alright, good debrief, everybody.
No, but what's fisting?
Default, never change.
Stay innocent. Bryn does nothing. Bryn is having trouble as Jeff in the real life. You know how I mentioned earlier that I poured too much liquor? I did drink all of it.
Oh, no. Jeff in real life has failed his get drunk roll.
Well, there was no roll. So good debriefing. We will return to this after next mission, but as of right now, you're all free to move about the station.
Hey, you're getting hailed.
Isadora just says to Gareth, "Good hustle out there." Gareth is just at a fucking touchpad or whatever. Just, thanks, Isadora. Glad somebody noticed that I have the hustle of 1,000 football players.
Okay, Sylvia actually taps Isadora on the shoulder. She just goes like, "You were the piloting the Larkspur, right?"
Yeah.
Want some help tuning it? You seemed like you were really dissatisfied. I like fixing shit.
Gareth just speaks up. That is technically my mech.
Yeah, and I'm technically probably a better mechanic than you.
Isadora just chimes in. He would love to have some help.
Wow.
God, why did I decide to play like the saltiest character?
Lyra grabs Default, like physically picks her up and carries her.
Wait.
Like, okay, take me to the place.
I will, but
nope, it's time for place.
Who's hailing us? She shouts as she gets pulled out of the room.
I check that message after everyone leaves.
It is a message from Deliverance. The screen flashes with the flag of Deliverance, the silver crook with a scythe X'd over it on a solid black background. It flickers into a clear image of a young, dark-eyed, brown-skinned girl with short, messy brown hair in a smart black and silver uniform with this flag behind her that has the same sigil. She couldn't be more than 17. Greetings, sex girls. I'm your representative from Deliverance, and I'll be presenting you job offerings from Deliverance with the full authority of our benevolent shepherd, Meliora Lambret. I've made myself available for additional correspondence at your leisure. You may call me Kovanen. And then she says,
if it pays.
We will be sending you along messages via dossiers as quickly as possible. She's like visibly rifling through papers. Look, I am new to this. I'll figure this out. But thank you for your time. We're looking forward to working with you, and yay. And all thanks Deliverance, I guess. And she pushes the button. She's like really nervous talking to you.
Accidentally hangs up too soon.
Yeah, she hangs up too soon before she even finishes. She's like, and all thanks to Lit, and then like burp.
Well, I mean, if they're paying, I guess. We'll see how this goes.
And like off screen, she's like, ah.
I have one more prompt here.
Mm-hmm.
So I imagine there will be time between now and our next mission.
Yep.
What does every person do to make our space station not a crappy, ramshackle piece of shit orbiting on this planet that's going to vent us into space?
Yeah.
We also have level up stories, so we'll just
that too.
Up in a minute. Levels up. The thing. I can't words right now. So anyway.
So my main thing is we got a bunch of areas that we had to airlock off because they had like, breaches in them that were sucking all the oxygen out into space. Lyra had to make an exercise center, like a backup exercise center, because the original exercise center is currently venting into space. But there was already an exercise area on this space station. Not that the researchers used it much because they were all huge nerds, but they still put one in there. So Default wants to open that up so she can put a bunch of like gaming stuff in there. She's not really interested in like treadmills or whatever, but like they could fit a whole DDR pad in there. So I'm gonna go out there in my mech and like seal it up, oxygen seal it, and fix that hole. And like fix the hole in the workout room where all the workout equipment would have been if it hadn't been sucked out into space.
So are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Of course, I think Isidore's contribution is technically just like the crew of the Adolith is here, and they've actually got like a whole lot of jobs to do down on Vineyard, and so like. In exchange for them being able to dock into the station at the end of the day, the crew will help out around the station. So you already know the captain, Gareth Travers. He'll just do whatever. He doesn't have a specific role outside of captain. Of course, Isidore's the pilot. So if you need help getting around, she's there. But the ship also has an engineer, doctor, scientist, scout, and a soldier. Nice. So they will be here sort of at our discretion.
Nice.
Not completely, just because, like, they have their own stuff they need to do, but we've got potential helpers.
I think as far as, like, getting the Flavor Town operational again, Sylvia is going to decide to, like, play amateur systems expert. She knows a little bit about internal systems for mechs and stuff. And she kind of decides to try and apply that knowledge and make sure and see if she can get like life support systems and a few other things that were probably knocked out or temporarily disabled up and running in the sections of the Flavor Town that were previously too fucked up to use. So as default is kind of like physically fixing them, she's going in and kind of like repairing any damaged wiring, trying to like set things up so we don't have to airlock off so much of the station.
Mm-hmm. Check it out, Sylvia. I'm overclocking my welds.
You're doing what?
It's a gamer term for gaming. I don't think you can overclock welds. I'm just making a joke.
Oh. I'm repairing this broken circuit.
Overclocking is when you do it more than you need to. Like, instead of doing it 100%, you do it 120% or something.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I actually see that?
Can you overclock this? I don't... Maybe? Actually, you know what? Let me come over there. She, like, finishes her weld and heads over to the systems and looks at them and goes, oh man, there aren't even video games on this. Fuck this. No, don't even have Solitaire.
Actually, there probably could be.
No Minesweeper, no Solitaire, no Ski Free. What the hell kind of fucking computer is this?
It's Linux.
Actually, if you have that software, I could probably get it to run on this.
Ah, I'll have to pull it off of my laptop. We have to put, you know, like old, like Return of Zoc on this shit or whatever. We'll do that. We'll get like some old point-and-click adventures on this bad boy.
Do you have any text-based programs? They'll probably run better on some of these hazards.
I guess. I mean, I guess. Text-based programs are for casuals. Sylvia.
You wouldn't say that if you'd seen what I had to do in simulation training.
Well, how's text gonna hurt you? Look at this. She writes the word heck and hits enter. Didn't do anything.
Computer explodes.
God damn it, you piece of shit.
Roll a d20 to determine whether you escaped the explosion.
Sylvia just died. Sylvia and Deofold died on the 8th.
Now they're dead.
Fucking around and trying to install Speedford.
I'll see if I can get some stuff to put on here so you can do fun things beyond just look at words. I'll be back. And she heads over to show Lyra where the ethanol is. So there's like a big crate of ethanol under a compartment under the bunk, like the bench, the workbench, in the hydroponic garden that is here on the station. Because the pirates weren't taking care of the hydroponic garden, all of the plants died. They're dead. But it's still a functioning hydroponic garden if we can get it up and running and we could grow weed or whatever, but probably weed. That's what Default's going to try and grow at the hydroponic garden on the Flavor Town. So yeah, she pulls out the thing under the workstation. Says, yeah, it was in their diaries. They wrote a bunch of diaries about the ethanol that they were secretly making. And so she, and it said, don't drink it. And she pulls out the crate, and big on the crate is a big sticker that says "Do not drink" in like all caps.
Did DFO go around and listen to all like the tape recordings that all the scientists made as their logs, like a video game?
Yep, she did. She did do that. She might be the only person who has read all the apocalyptic logs of the scientists because I wrote them and haven't shared them with anybody yet.
People got them all, and she had to do it for 100%, but she didn't really care about them otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get that trophy.
Child.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever your name is. What is your name again?
Just call me
I am
Default.
hungover. Child.
Sure.
How did... You said that this is alcohol, correct?
Well, it's ethanol. It's got a high alcohol content. It's like super refined according to the thing the person wrote in their diary.
It's
Can
moonshine.
you drink that?
It says don't drink it.
You can.
It says you can't. This dude, like, here. She pulls out her PDA and scrolls through the messages that she downloaded, and it basically just shows the excerpt where the guy says, "This shit will fuck you up. I haven't perfected it yet. Don't drink it yet, you assholes." It says right here.
That is good enough for me. I will be taking this. And weren't you trying to set up some kind of strange room for your weird rituals? Whatever it is that you were doing with the camera, and she like pantomimes like being all overexcited, being on a stream behavior. You know, and you're talking to the people that are watching.
I mean, I'm fixing the, I guess it's the exercise room. There's a map in the former head researcher's thing of the station that lists that as the workout room. So I'm just repairing that so that I can use it as a gamer space. Yeah.
That wouldn't be the room where I have been setting up things, correct?
No, that's you're setting up in. And she refers back to the map. That is the sample room where they were originally storing samples of the food that they were making.
That would explain why it has always smelled faintly of cheese.
Yeah, they were making
one crate of 3 Doritos is kind of hanging out.
Yeah, they were making some sort of fucked up Doritos.
It angers me, which is good.
4D Doritos.
Yeah, they're trying to make 4D Doritos.
Doritos that travel through time.
Is the fourth dimension flavor or is it time?
Both.
They were trying to discover the fourth dimension so that they could make a fourth dimension Dorito.
This place is very dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway. I will be thanking you, and you will not be telling anyone of this happening. And she's going to literally just, lug the entire box away.
Yeah, there's, 10 bottles of pure strain ethanol in that crate.
I was picturing, a whole pallet.
Oh, yeah, it's a whole... Yeah, let's go with it. A whole fucking pallet. Yeah, let's do it.
I feel like she, makes it to the door, and she's, heaving, and looks around, how strong are your arms?
Default looks down at her noodly arms. Strong enough to half press A.
You know what? You can get the mech to lift that. Our mechs aren't gigantic. They're 15 feet tall. They're not super huge.
Can I fit it into the hallways?
I want to say yes, because I imagine eventually that'll matter.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to push it out into the hallway, and then Larry's going to beckon to Default. I need you to do me a favor. It will be fun. I promise. For one of us, maybe. Can you go and get your mech and walk it down here and help me move this? It is very heavy.
Sure. Yeah, if y'all think I'm gonna spend the energy making a fucking map of the Flavor Town insides and not have a mech battle inside of it, you fucking don't know me. So yeah, there's eventually gonna be a mech battle inside the Flavor Town, eventually. But yeah, so Default will go get the fisticuffs and come back with the fisticuffs. It's still extremely anime, with the paint on it and everything, looking like a cat with a blushy face. She picks up the crate. She doesn't even need your help. She just lifts it up with the small hand.
Lyra's gonna ride on top of it.
Yeah.
And point go this way.
She lifts it up with the small hand of the fisticuffs and heads over to where your bunk is, whichever bunk room you'd claimed was yours.
Do we make it there without incident?
She's not she's good at piloting the mech. She's not being clumsy. The main thing is you can she's obviously blaring K-pop, but she's not blaring it out of her front-facing speakers. But and you can't hear it through the mech because it's insulated, but you know it's happening.
Okay, Lyra's definitely stores this in her room. Before she retreats to taste and see just how fucked up she can get. She looks up at your back. It's last question before you go.
Sure.
You would not happen to have simulators, would you?
Yeah, I got a VR headset, an Oculus Rift. Has no games.
No, not games. I'm looking for a way to snaps her fingers. You know, to practice to.
Yeah, I got get on top on the Ouya. Let's do this.
I will be meeting you. I will be meeting you in the morning, and we will be doing this. Yes.
Yeah.
And then she just slams the door. She slams the door, and immediately it's like it's moonshine time.
You just have the oldest, rustiest Ouya.
Yeah. The Ouya came back, baby. The Ouya was the future of gaming in this universe, okay? The Ouya didn't fail. The Ouya didn't fail us, we failed it, okay?
And when it opened, you heard sinister laughter.
The Ouya, I still believe in the Ouya.
I'm so mad.
Alright. So Default will head to where her room is. And she will send an email to her dad, and that'll basically be the closeout.
Well, not quite. You still gotta do...
From Default. Well, she'll shoot an IM. There's a like a short range communication instant message system on the station that has been repaired. She'll shoot an IM to the panel she thinks Isadora is standing at that literally just says "sup" with a winky face. Yeah, go ahead with Isadora.
Would it be tagged as...
Sorry, go ahead.
Would it be tagged as default?
Well, yeah, hers is tagged as default. You know how when you sit in a plane, you can open it up and send text messages to the other person in another seat just by their seat number? That is the system set up in this. So she just sent it to your seat number, but she actually went through the settings and actually assigned a name to her seat number and then shot you the message. So her message says default, but it's default to like A12 or whatever your fucking seat number is.
Isadora just replies with a question mark.
There's like a moment and then like a little like emoji. You can't actually do emojis on plain things, but she found out a way to put a fucking emoji on this. So she shoots you an emoji of the potted plant sunflower playing a saxophone, like a GIF.
Wow.
You get 3 question marks as a reply.
And finally, she says, "I'm cool. You joining us or what?" 3 question marks.
It cuts over to Isadora. I think before it was just focusing on Default's view, but Isadora's not even that confused. She's just like, you know, again, taking a shot, reading, and then just looks over, keeps her pinky on the question mark button for a bit, lets up, and takes another shot.
You accidentally hit the shift button and send 1 slash at the end of all the question marks. Fine, whatever. Default shoots it. So go ahead, it's Isadora roleplay time. Default, stop sending you messages. She's just said that you're not going to be an official member of the Hex Girls. She sends a message to your chair as well, Bryn, whatever number chair yours is, and it's just I drew us a flag, and it's like a pentagram with a mechan in the center of it in MS Paint.
I messaged back. We'll workshop it. But you're saying seats, but it's like rooms.
Yeah.
All right, so we got level 1.
Yeah. Well, I think Fafnir wanted to do some Isadora roleplay, but yeah, other than that, we can do level up. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Fafnir.
That's what I was segueing into, Jenner.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, we can roleplay as we get into this. So, I have actually typed up the email responses you get for, you know, the license acceptance. So we'll all level up our things, and then I'll, you know, read out the email, and then you'll do your mech stats. I will say most of us have taken IPSN, so that'll be a thing.
Not me.
And also, since there are 3 IPSNs in a row, there's a very specific order to this. I'm not going to tell you what the order is, though, so let's just level up in whatever order we feel like it. Who wants to do their level up stuff first?
I'll go first as leader.
All
Gotta
right.
take initiative. All right, so I have actually taken the license level in. Get back over here because I am unorganized. In the Sherman because I want that mech. So right now I have I got my grit. I took a point in agility because the Sherman is slow as fuck, and I want to not be terribly slow once I get it next level. I grabbed the rifle that does burn damage and does heat to myself. And I also took the thing that lets me reroll overheating checks, but I have to keep things on no matter what, because I am going into a mech that's all about getting super hot and doing a bunch of nonsense.
It's the most innovative mech I've seen in years. So yes, after a little bit, probably a week or so, you receive an email from Harrison Armory that reads, actually, real quick, how do you pronounce your full name? Like Brinza?
It's a Brinza Mara.
Alright, so you receive an email that says, Pilot Brinza, this message has been sent to inform you that your application for the Sherman license has been accepted. Attached to this email is a PDF detailing the equipment you may now legally print. Further inquiries about the equipment you have been leased may be sent via email to harmory@oms.com. Regards, Harrison Armory, superior by design.
Oh, finally.
Nice.
Did you say what skill trigger you were using?
Oh yes, I increased pull rank.
All right. Good idea.
You're gonna need that.
Oh, rank, and you should also have new talent as well, right? Did you mention that?
A new talent? Let me look. I don't remember. It was days ago.
Yeah, you have to upgrade a talent or get a new talent. Yeah.
No, I upgraded one. I
Yeah.
didn't get a new one. So I did more pull rank instead of getting a new one.
No, like okay, whatever. Okay.
Like it's the trigger, right?
No, you get a talent. Like see, like how. I
Oh
have
no,
six-
yes,
yeah.
I upgraded leader.
Okay, cool.
So I get 5 leaders next to 3, and now I can do it as reactions at the beginning of people's turns instead of on my turns.
Cool.
So I can just throw that shit all over the place.
Hell yeah.
That's good.
That's super good.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go. I've already got it set up, so I may as well. So Sylvia has taken. I'll just do my skill trigger and my talent first, since those are the non-mech directly mech related ones. Rather than improving one of the skill triggers she already had, I've given Sylvia a new skill trigger for Take Control, which is whenever you use force, violence, or presence of will or direct action to take control of something. So basically, in any situation where like she has to like commandeer a thing or, you know, assert herself, she does get a +2.
You're always gonna win King of the Mountain now.
What did you say?
King of the Hill, you're gonna win every time.
Yeah, basically. My hill, get off. Sylvia has also taken a second level in Skirmisher, so previously that skill was just at the start of my turn, I got soft cover until I either attacked or forced a character to make a save. Now I still get that, but I also get, before or after I skirmish, including as a reaction, I may move 2 spaces. This movement ignores engagement and does not provoke reactions.
Nice.
Yep, so anytime I skirmish, I just get 2 free spaces of movement.
Nice.
All right. So, Sylvia, you get an email.
Oh, wait. Yeah, good.
Oh yeah, I do have to problem. Sorry. Yeah, so Sylvia has applied to IPS North Star to get a license for the Blackbeard, which is a grappling and melee-focused mech. Mainly because she's looking to both enhance her frame down the line, but also to improve the range of melee weapons she has access to. She's aiming to replace what was originally her main melee weapon, which was just like an ordinary tactical weapon. Or sorry, it was just her charge blade. with a chain axe, which is an incredibly reliable weapon that will always deal at least 2 damage. And on critical hits, it actually destroys the target's armor until end of turn.
Wow.
So, until the end of my turn, if I get a critical on my attack with my main melee weapon, their armor does not exist for my follow-up.
Dang, nice.
Yep. I am also moving the charge blade into the flex mount instead of the previous 2 little tactical knives there, because boosting is just better than throwing tactical knives that don't do very much. So she also just retains a little bit of armor.
Nice.
All right. So your letter reads, Dear Sylvia, thanks for applying for an IPSN license. If you're reading this, you got it. Good job, Sylvia. If you want to know what you can print now, read the attached document. Got any questions? Contact northstar@ipsn@oms.com. Anyway, that's the corporate stuff I gotta write. I mean, this is still edited, but the first paragraph's gotta be cut and paste, you know? Anyway, I heard you took out a pretty ruthless gang of pirates on Vineyard. You got some damn good response time, I'll give you that. Your team's civilian rescue skills are a little underbaked, but I'm sure you'll get the hang of it in no time. That said, I heard you're a master of melee and fights. That's rad. I'm sure someone like you will put the Blackbeard to good use. Should I recommend the Nelson, or should I keep that model to myself? Ah well, whatever you go with, I'm sure you'll make it great. Cut your way forward, send your Albatross. And then you just see permalinks to calbatross@oms.com, and then follow at Calbatross on Bieber, follow Calbatross on 1,000 words. And then IPN's actual signature.
Sylvia actually follows this guy. It's just gonna be what happens.
This guy is horny on main for sure. There's no way.
Oh, absolutely. Most of the Instagram XP, which I named 1,000 words, is just mostly post-workout pictures.
Sylvia immediately unfollows this guy.
That synthetic Mustang you took on your mech is rad as shit.
The what?
Your synthetic Mustang lets you ram and grapple anything that's larger than you, just count as the same size as them.
Yeah, I'm super psyched for that.
So yeah,
this is a meme, Bill, but it is a meme that I am committing to making very good.
Yeah, so I'll probably usually use she/her pronouns for Cinder, but she goes by pretty much any pronouns. Whatever's fine. All right, who's next?
I guess I can go next. So Default actually put up a poll. She doesn't know. Let the people decide. Go for it, people. Go hog wild. Let's see what gets the most votes. And immediately, all the horse people tried to fucking spam, tried to 404 the poll and get her to get in a horse and voted for the kobold. But the Drake won with a bunch of dragon emojis being spammed. So she's like, all right, I guess I'll pick the Drake then. The people have decided. But you know what? The horse put in, this is kobold, whatever the fuck this is. I don't know what a fucking kobold is. It's D&D, right? Well, if my Patreon gets $5,000 and, from Patreon subscribers, I'll try and get this piece of whatever. Get thumbs up. Anyway, Drake time. So she'll apply for the Drake.
What did you take on your character?
Yeah, so what did I take on my character after the people decided what she's getting? So, let's see, what did I do? I increased my show off, because that's all Default's going to be good at for a very long time. What else did I do? I upgraded, in order to be maximum annoying, though I promise I will change these skills after she's had character development, I upgraded Siege Specialist. Now, once per round, before making an attack with a cannon, which, by the way, I have now, all characters, that's all of you, adjacent to me, must succeed on a hull save or be knocked back one space and knocked prone. I am then pushed one space in any direction. So if you're standing adjacent to me and I shoot my cannon, you have to make a hull save or be knocked back one space and be knocked prone.
I hate you. That's awesome.
I will never be hanging out right next to Default.
Additionally, with the Drake license, I got a new toy an assault cannon. My main cannon does 1d6 plus 2 damage, and I can spin this weapon's barrels as a quick edge, and while spinning, it gains a reliable 3, and I become slowed and can just fucking DACA this thing. It has the ability Overkill, so when rolling for damage with this weapon, any damage dice that land on a 1 cause the attacker to take 1 heat, and then are re-rolled. Additional ones continue to trigger this effect.
Damn.
I can't believe we got the same thing.
You want to change it the last minute there, hon? Just fucking, like, take the Tortuga, which I know you want.
No, I will commit.
So you got the Raleigh, didn't you?
I can check that.
Additionally, I was able to add one more system thing, so I just gave myself an EVA module. Sorry. So now I can be in space. Yeah. That's it.
Just remember, you got loadouts. You can change your loadout depending on the situation.
Why would you do that?
Tactics.
Sounds what? Huh. Sounds like a grown-up boring thing. I'll let you handle that, Bryn. I guess it's your turn, Lyra.
Wait, real quick. Letter time.
Oh yeah.
Default's letter starts, Dear Quinn, but then the first.
Whoa! They used my real name. Go on.
And the first paragraph's basically the same, but then it cuts to, right. So this is the second email I'm sending to the Hex Girls. Good on ya. You lot won't be disappointed. I'm stuck with North Star for a reason. I'll admit, though, I've not got much experience with a Drake. Not my look, that's for sure. But I don't think anyone can complain about having a defender watching their back, so I guess I can't complain. Seeing that mess you made of the foot soldiers, I'm thinking you'll want to test some of the other licenses we've got. Keep on fighting, and then, the signature's the same.
Mm-hmm. Default does not follow this lady. She checks her feed, checks her and checks her feed and sees what she's got going on, and it's just like, what? Goes back to what she's doing.
No gaming, just mech battles and fucking shit posts about pirates being bad. No.
I get Default respects mech battles and pirates being bad. It's more like the naked guy picture. She's confused. Or rather, the naked lady pictures, the buff, non-binary, gender-fluid person posing scantily clad is confusing Default, and she is ejecting immediately from this Twitter feed.
The delicious cheese cake.
Yeah, this beef cake is not what Default is ready for. She's too gay for this. She's gone. Default doesn't know what sex is.
Thank God. Couldn't handle it.
Anyway, Lyra, your turn.
All right. Well, I'll go ahead and do pilot stuff first. I added some onto Threaten, so I'm +4 now because I'm good at waving knives at people.
Mm-hmm.
I also picked up another rank in Heavy Gunner. Nice. So not only can I keep people impaired with covering fire, if they try to move and I hit them with an attack, my target is immobilized.
Nice.
So that'll be fun. I also got the IPSN Drake and added the assault cannon in place of my missiles.
Same hat.
Same hat.
What did you name your assault cannon? Because mine's named Big Shooty.
No. I can't believe this.
You know what? I think we're gonna name it Kiba.
Nice. Bringing back an old classic.
Daka with Kiba.
What else did you do?
But yeah. Wait, what else was there?
You upgraded a talent?
Oh, yes. Yeah,
Heavy
I did
gunner.
the threaten.
Mm-hmm. No, your talent.
Her skill trigger was
Like,
threaten. Her
that's the-
talent was heavy gunner.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
Sorry.
heavy gun. Yeah, heavy
Okay,
gunner was
sorry,
the talent.
I missed that. I think we got everything then. Yep. So you get an email.
All right. Don't mind me, just changing a few things because you said you were taking the roleplay earlier.
Yeah, you
Sorry
liar.
about that. I literally changed it at the last minute. I forgot that you were doing emails. I'm really sorry.
Just 1 sec.
Though now I almost want you to do a. Wait a minute, this is the wrong one. What the hell?
All right, so yes, you also get an email. Starts, Dear Lyra, same first paragraph, and then it continues. Wow, 3 letters in a row. What am I, back in school now? Well, it's fine. You and your group really pulled through against those pirates. They're worth it. And I see you're going with the Drake as well. Again, solid choice. I doubt anyone will pierce the Hex Girl's defenses. Never give up. And then the usual, signatures. And then underneath you see P.S. Also, hey, you guys are reading these. Are you guys reading these letters together? Because I just realized I'm writing these out assuming Sylvia read hers first. I don't think we're third best or anything. I just got to focus on one writing project at a time. If you have not read previous letters, hey, how's it going?
Wow.
So good.
Shrug
Amazing.
emoji, blush emoji.
Cinder rules.
All right. And then I guess my level up. So my new pilot trigger is just get somewhere quickly, which isn't really a result of any new training. That's just what I did the last mission. So Isidora's getting better at that.
Gotta go fast.
All right. In the meantime, she does actually get help from Sylvia with fine-tuning mechs. And in addition, since the Larkspur isn't technically hers, but she is licensed as a Lancer, she gets her own mech printed out, so there's a new Everest, which she calls the Edelweiss. And after a bit of fine-tuning, let's see, I raised agility by 1, because Isadora, she, tries to play cool, but she does really like going fast. One of those speed freaks. And let's see, I also took another level in the Infiltrator skill. This one is, or talent rather, sorry. This one is, when you start your turn hidden, the first attack roll of any type that you make sends your target reeling on a hit. Your target must succeed on a hull save or become slowed, impaired, and unable to take reactions until the end of their next turn.
All of these talents are so good.
Except
I know,
mine. Mine is just annoying. But yeah, go on.
Balance via breaking. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Isadora's letter reads, Dear Isadora, thank you for applying for your Thank you for applying for your Smith Shimano license. Our team of engineers is always hard at work keeping SSC's models the pinnacle of mech design. We have no doubt you'll adore the new equipment your Duskwing license will bring to you. And of course, when you have reached new heights in your career, please consider continuing your license with us. Our equipment is top of the line. Our frames are as sturdy as you've come to expect from your Everest, and they're the most comfortable rides you'll ever have in a mech. If you have any further questions, please contact us at ssc@oms.com. Cordially yours, Smith Shimano Corporo. You'll only need one. And let's see, the equipment I get from this level are the Veil Rifle and Narrow Spike.
Nice.
So let me just pull that up. So the Veil Rifle has a line of 10 and damage of 1d3 plus 1, and its effect is really fun. This weapon does not attack allied characters caught in its area of effect. Instead, it shrouds them in a field of coruscating energy that throws off targeting systems, giving them soft cover until the end of their next turn.
So line attacks. Remember lightning bolt from way back when?
What if that was for our benefit instead, but still shot somebody?
Nice.
And the Neurospike actually gives me more invade options. None of us have actually done any hacking yet, but that'll be my focus in the future. Isadora is certainly trying to pay attention to that because her damage output's not been great. But in the meantime, know that Neurospike gives me 2 new options. Shrike Code, until the end of the target's next turn. They first take 2 heat whenever they attack. So, bad for enemies, however, you can invade your own allies, and they can just choose to, let the effect happen. And normally, that might not be good for allies, unless they, I don't know, have some sort of heat-based mech.
Loka will never forget Lightning Bolt.
That was Breadmaster that I destroyed with that.
Doesn't matter. You still hit him. You still hit Amnon really hard with it, even though you killed Breadmaster.
I hit everybody in the party except you.
Yeah, I was busy. All right.
So yeah, my other quick tech is Mirage. Choose yourself or an allied character. Your systems relay blurred, illusory images over their actual silhouette. Your target treats you, or the character you chose, as invisible until the end of their next turn.
Nice.
Keep in mind this is quick tech, so I can do one of these and then a different tech. I can be hacking all day, every day, baby.
Nice. Yeah, gonna hack the Gibson. This rules. Okay. Is that closing? I have a quick closing scene. I have a question for you, Jeff.
Yo.
What was Bryn's rank when he was in the military?
He was a captain.
Okay. So if we're done...
He was a captain of a spaceship.
If we're done in character, the scene will close out with Default just spamming everybody's chairs with messages until she gets bored and falls asleep in her bunk. And then close out to a ship in space somewhere. It's a really gnarly looking ship with like bladed bits hanging off it. It just looks so cool. It's like pure black for the edginess with like red paint on it for the ultra edge. It scrolls and zooms in on the inside of the cockpit of that ship into a gloved hand, scrolling through bounty hunter missions, boredly. Just scrolling the mouse wheel until it scrolls to Captain Brazinda Mare, bounty, 1 million ridiculous sums of money, wanted alive. He clicks the mouse button, goes over to accept, clicks, scrolls out to an anthropomorphic rat guy with a cool eye patch and a big long coat with a high collar, folding his hands in a Gendo style and saying, "Perfect." End scene.
Oh my God.
Wow. Dun, dun, dun.
All right. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Next time, we'll probably fight something again.
Yep. Next time, it is... Well, actually, a special announcement for next time, but next Lancer session will be a Common Front mission run by Alice. Good luck with that, Alice. But the actual next stream we're going to be having is a special episode of Henshin that I'm going to be running because Loka is busy and I need to run this episode when Loka isn't here so I don't have to think of another NPC. Han's going to a gay bar next stream. It'll be fun.
Oh my God. Get him the trash fire.
It's going to be great. I have no idea what Rumi and Midori are going to be doing while Han and Kitsuki go to a gay bar. So good.
Wily Coyote against Alex.
Yeah. So look forward to that. You might want to, unfortunately, because we're so behind on Henshin episodes, you might want to skip this one, but it should be fun. And I don't think there's any spoilers for episodes you haven't listened to yet that I can think of. So you probably could watch it and be fine. It'll be fun. We're gonna get 1 million content strikes, but the next Lancer is Alice. Is Alice running? She's gonna be a GM. So that's what we got coming up for you from the Untitled Gaming Group, unofficial name, next week. See you then.
Thanks,
Ciao.
everybody.
Bye.
So long. Arrivederci.